The best thing about cinema is that it doesn't recognize any bounds. A good film made in either corner of this world is appreciated by moviegoers without any prejudice, whether it's Hollywood or any other film industry. A great film transcends culture and language barriers. The Film Gossips has told you a lot about Hollywood, but today we are bringing you these top 5 films made in the Chinese film industry. If you haven't watched any great Chinese film yet, you can start with these titles. So without further ado, let's hop into this. At number 5, we got Red Cliff. The first entry in today's list is this epic war film which involves around historical events. Directed by John Woo, it was written by John himself along with Qiu Shang. It is an epic historical film packed with unlimited battles and politics. Based on a famous book, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, this film is set during the events which mark the end of the Han Dynasty. It takes place 12 years before the emergence of three kingdoms in ancient imperial China. It revolves around the Battle of Red Cliffs, which ended the Han Dynasty and altered Chinese history for good. It features Tony Leung, Takeshi Kanshiro, and Zhang Fenghui in the lead roles. Made with a budget of $80 million, the film grossed over $250 million during its run in theaters. It is based on 50% actual events, and the remaining 50% is based on dramatic events or modern feelings embodied in the premise. It gained favorable reviews from critics all around the globe. The direction of John Woo, the cinematography, and the action sequence was praised by the critics. Its second part was also released in 2009 with the same title.
And the fate of millions will depend on the fight.
At number 4, we got Ip Man. Released in 2008, Ip Man is one of the most legit biographical martial arts film ever made in the Chinese film industry. It is directed by Wilson Yip and its screenplay was written by Edmund Wang. It is a biography of Master Ip Man, the famous master of Wing Chun, a form of Chinese martial arts. Ip Man is also famous in history as a teacher of another legend, Bruce Lee. Set in 1935, its story follows Ip Man, whose life forever changed when a Japanese army take control of his city. It is based on actual events, but somehow it involves exaggerated events for entertainment purposes. Donnie Yen played the titular character of Ip Man, while Ling Hong and Gordon Lam are cast in supporting roles. It earned more than $22 million against a budget of $10 million at the box office. It was critically acclaimed film and gained positive reviews for its direction, action, and cinematography. Its success launched a film series of the same name, and the last film was released in 2019.
爸爸，你以前不是经常打拳吗？为什么现在不打了呀？
爸爸动得多了会饿的嘛，所以就少动点。你看着你同胞被人打死，你有没有尊严呢？你行你去打呀，把他们都打死，打死10个、100个，打死1000个。
At number 3, we got Infernal Affairs. This is one of the best Chinese action thriller films ever made in history. It was co-directed by Andrew Lau and Alan Mark. It was written by Felix Xiang with help from Alan Mark, starring Tony Leung, Andy Lau, and Anthony Wong alongside Eric Tsang in the major cast. It was released in 2002. The premise is based on a cat-and-mouse game between police department and triad when both organizations infiltrated each other with their moles. It was a huge critical and commercial success around the globe. Its remake, The Departed 2006, helped Martin Scorsese to win his first Oscar award. It was followed by 2 sequels, Infernal Affairs 2 and Infernal Affairs 3. It grossed over $55.1 million against a production budget of $6 million.
槍打落個靚仔個頭嗰度。
以前你係散仔，而家你揸到職，要拉就拉你大哥級㗎啦。
以後唔好俾我再見到你。
做警察嘅一定要身家清白。
殺咗我，殺咗我做咩解唔晒？以前殺過我，爭在俾佢殺多次。
At number 2, we got In the Mood for Love. Another amazing love story from Chinese cinema. This film is a co-production between China and France. Released in the year 2000, this Chinese film was voted the greatest Chinese romantic film ever made. It is directed by Wang Kar-wai, who also wrote and produced this film. It features Tony Leung and Maggie Cheung in the lead roles. The film follows a man portrayed by Tony and a woman played by Maggie. Those partners have an affair. To cope with that, they both develop feelings for each other. It received an overwhelming positive response from film critics who praised Wang's direction, the performance of the cast, and the theme of this romantic film. It was a major success at the box office and managed to earn $12 million against a budget of $3 million. It received many accolades during a Caesar Award for Best Foreign Film.
我都冇諗過，嗰陣時係想知佢哋點開始。而家我知，原來好多嘢會不知不覺。
At number 1, we got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Directed by Ang Lee, who also directed Life of Pi, this film is a cinematic gem from Chinese cinema. Released in 2000, it is adapted from a book of the same name written by Wang Dulu. It features Zhao Yunfat, Mitchell Yeoh, and Zhang Jihee in the lead roles. It follows a sword master, Master Li, who asks his love interest to pass his sword to another man. But when the prized sword is stolen, Master Li embarks on a journey to find it. Upon its release, it became a huge commercial and critical success in China and overseas. It broke many records and became the highest-grossing foreign film in America, with net earnings of $214 million. It was praised for its direction, action sequence, and cinematography. It was nominated for many international accolades and earned 10 nominations for the 73rd Oscar Awards. It won 3 Oscars, including the Best Foreign Film of the Year. Well, how many of these films have you watched? And which movie should have been on this list? Tell us in the comments and subscribe to the Film Gossips for more cinema-related stuff.